on. And ladies and gentlemen, my final guest of Triple Threat Wrestling Radio's 100 show. You know her for Arenachicks. You know her as the Ice Queen herself. I am joined with Amber O'Neal right here, right now. Good evening, Miss O'Neal. What's going on?
Hi, everything's going good. How are you?
I'm doing well, good. And before we begin, I'm a fan of yours. I listen to the show Three Way with Fire and Ice, and you have your introductions and everything. You do the Vanilla Ice thing, so I was wondering if we can start off the show with that. Just introduce yourself, Ice Ice Baby Holla. If you can do that for me, I'll surely
Oh,
appreciate it.
sure. Ice, ice, baby. Hello.
That
It
made
does
my
make you happy, right?
yes, yes. I am a very happy man right now. So thank you for your time. Let's go ahead and begin. You are teaming up with Santana Garrett. You being the veteran, and she's being, the someone who's on the rise, on the way up. How did this team came together between you and Santana?
Well, first of all, I want to say happy 100th show, and thank you for having me on. And yes, I'm tagging with Santana at WOW. It's been an amazing experience. The thing that we keep hearing and the thing that we actually said to each other when we got the phone call that they were putting us together was we were like, I just never would have thought to put us together. It was just one of those things. Like, I would have never thought to do it. I didn't think it was going to work. I really didn't. I knew Santana. I knew she was amazing. But, I just couldn't envision it. But when it happened and, we did our outfits together and they basically told us what they wanted us to look like. So we tried to get it as close to what they wanted, and it ended up we're bouncing off of each other really well. Like, she's like the flippy, flashy one. I'm kind of like the old school comedy heel, like, of the two, but I'm still a baby face, but I still play myself. So it's really fun because, like, she's like the sweet, like, flippy, bouncy one, and I'm like the one that'll come in and really take care of business when it needs to get done, seriously, or the not so nice way. So I really like the dynamic, and I'm enjoying it. And I really love what WOW's doing, and I hope it does something really big. I know that it looks really big and it feels really big, so I have high hopes for it.
You being the champion definitely has to be a great thing. Whether you're an up and comer or in this case you're a veteran now. I mean, does it get old when you win a championship? It's gratifying. It's a great feeling. It's like a company believes in you. I mean, what's the feeling you get when you win a championship?
Well, the thing is, I still don't look at myself as a veteran. Like, I still feel the exact same way I did when I was 25, 26, 27, like, however. Like, it doesn't feel any different. Like, in my mind, I'm still doing the same damn thing, I just feel like I'm more comfortable with it now than I was years prior. But, no, that moment was, like, really surreal. And they told us they wanted us to have a real emotional speech. And, they wanted to kind of capture that Shawn Michaels, when in the tight crying kind of thing. And I'm used to being a heel, so I was like, okay, I'll do the best I can. But when that moment happened, the crowd that they bring is, like, really intense, too, because it's not like your typical wrestling crowd. It's, people that are at the casino that are coming to the show that the casino is, like, putting on that night, which is a really high-quality production women's wrestling show. And it's a great crowd, and they really get into it. And when we won, like, they allowed the fans to, like, come ringside, which was a group of Marines. And it just felt really magical, and, it was just very nicely done. And we didn't have to pretend to cry because it was an emotional moment, and Santana started shedding tears, and that made me cry. And it was, like, the same. It was one of the most important things I feel like I've ever done. So it was a good moment.
So, why don't you give an update on the Arenachicks? That's your company. That's your baby. you put it on the map, and you have your own company. I hear you got some shows coming up with Arenachicks. Talk about what's going on.
Okay. Well, the most recent thing is I am going to bring the All American Girls, which, I do feel like that WOW will be on television, and I just have no idea when at this moment in the United States. So I decided to be the one responsible for bringing the All American Girls to pay-per-view first. So the next Saturday, March 30th, is going to be myself and Santana versus Sue Young and Amanda Rodriguez, which is a girl that is up and coming at the High Spots Wrestling School. Therefore, I will be the one to help her out, being as I'm the local veteran in that area, and she's an awesome girl. She will do really well. So she's tagging with Sue, and we're going to have a match at the CWF in Arenachicks show next week, week after next, which is CWF Mid-Atlantic. So I'm excited about that. And then WrestleCon week after that.
Oh, all right. So everybody check that out. WrestleCon especially. Got off the phone with a couple other ladies, I believe, will be there. Sassy Steffi will be there, and Leva Bates will be there as well.
Mm-hmm.
That's a dream come true for any wrestling fan out there. Amber, Sassy.
I think every wrestler in the entire world is going to be somewhere within that vicinity at one of those 20 shows going on that weekend. So it's going to be one heck of a reunion. I'm so excited.
Let me just say that I'm a huge fan of Three-Way with Fire and Ice, and if I recall, if memory serves me correctly, I interviewed you before you did that show with Angel, and to see that show and that success and everything, it was great. I enjoyed your insight, you and Angel, y'all fed off of each other. It was a beautiful thing. It was a beautiful thing. I know y'all not doing a show these days, and you and Angel still keep in touch and everything.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know. I guess this is what people want to know, including myself, me being a listener and all. Is there any thought in the future that you and Angel will bring the show back, or y'all just focusing on your own things?
Well, I'm not sure. I can't answer that question 100%. If the right opportunity came along, and I had time, I would definitely consider doing another show. It is a big responsibility. I'm sure you know that because you have your own show. Like, we were both wrestling full time, and she's working a real shoot job full time, and I am attempting to get a job in what I went to school for. With my schedule lately, it's been so busy, I've had to put it off. So I really want to focus on that this summer. And it's just a really big responsibility, and it's really time-consuming, and I really enjoyed it, and I had a good time, and it was definitely a part of the industry that, I hadn't done, and it was cool to learn how to do it and get to interview people and, make connections and show people a different side of me than what they see in the ring, because really all anyone knows I can do is a freaking booty bot, So it was good to be able to show people I do have a point of view, and it may be a little different than what they assume, but it was really fun. Hopefully we'll do another one in the future, but it's definitely got to work with my schedule.
The booty bot, that's an Amber O'Neil original, and
it is.
It's an Amber O'Neil original, and I mean,
it sucks when people rip it off.
I mean, does it bother you when you see other wrestlers out there using your own move? I mean, do you consider
it's so closely compared to the stink face, apparently, which I beg to differ, because I'm like, no, it takes talent to do a freaking booty bot. Anyone can sit on anyone's face. So I can't, in my opinion, I can claim it as an Amber O'Neil original, but some people still want to call it a stink face. I correct people every time, but oh well.
Yeah. It's big difference between those two, and this is kind of an odd situation we find ourselves in, but where Kishi shoves his backside towards the opponent's face, you just you a complete different. You just
tell people I'm ping ponging their head off my ass, like that's what it's supposed to be, like boom, 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 boom.
Yes, that's
the
that's
best
a great
commentary ever for the Booty Bop. He was special guest commentator for this last PWX show, where I was in a tag match against Maria and Mike Bennett, which was awesome, by the way. Everyone must buy this match. This whole show was just 5-star, like front, like beginning to end. Great show, great booking, and Shane Helms was on commentary, and he is the funniest thing commentating that match. At first, I gave a booty bot to Maria, and then Mike Bennett came in, and I dropped toe hold of him into her. So then I booty bot both of them, and his commentary is hilarious.
I definitely gotta check that out.
Everyone, check it out.
I definitely gotta check it out.
PWXPro.com.
I will definitely check it out. What is your favorite part of being a wrestler? What's the one thing that you like the most that when you go to a show, when you out there performing in the ring, doing what you do, what do you like the most of being a wrestler?
I definitely would have to say just performing and entertaining the crowd, and just there is something I do love about wrestling. There's something that makes me feel really alive when I'm performing in front of people, whether they're booing or cheering. I'm learning how to embrace my inner baby face a lot more these days because I've been heel for so long, which I really love doing. And I prefer to be heel, but this WOW experience with Santana has challenged me to really have to pull off a really good, strong, like superhero type baby face. And we're actually doing it. So, I still, to this day, get challenged because who would have ever said this point in my career, hey, by the way, we're going to have you come in with this, other girl who's 10 years younger than you, and we're going to put you guys together in a tag team, and we need you to be like superhero, like super baby face, like crowd has to love you, like you're representing like the all-American girls, like in the world, and you got to pull it off. And we did. So I would say just, constantly learning and just showing myself that, hey, you can still do this on any level, no matter what they tell you to do, you can do this. And it's definitely rewarding. So I would have to say that part.
Hey, if anyone can do it, Amber O'Neal can do it. She will make you look she will make you look good, no matter if you're her opponent or her tag team partner. And she got it going on, and she gonna
Santana makes me look good too. It's definitely a team effort. She's amazing. I'm enjoying this opportunity to get to work with her because whether it be with WOW and we do it together, or it be with TNA or WWE, Santana Garrett is going places, and I'm so proud to be part of her up and coming. Hey. But like I said, we could be huge stars in WOW because, from what I'm watching go on right before my very eyes, WOW is going to do very well.
Just the fact that you're saying WOW got me saying WOW as well. I mean, it's definitely a lot of great work. I've seen some of the work, and I like what I've seen as well. It's under the radar right now, but I say some big network channel, whatever, get WOW. Get a dose of WOW. You won't be disappointed, and it's a lot of fun. Well, Amber,
WWE.com.
There you go. Well, Amber, I appreciate you joining me, and thank you for being on ending the show. Final guest of this milestone show. Again, congrats to you and Santana being tag team champions.
Thank you.
And just continuing your successful career. I mean, thank you for your time. You walked it out. I appreciate having you on.
Well, thank you for having me. You're a blast.
You have a good night, Amber.
You too. Happy anniversary to your show.
Thank you so much. You have a good night.
You too. Bye-bye.
All right, bye-bye. That was Amber O'Neal wrapping things up here. Actually, that's gonna